What's up everyone, Brandon with Strict Vision Athletics. For this video, we are going to do a comparative analysis, this or that, between the KABUKI Strength Shoulderok and the Onnit Steel Maces. So, very long time fan of the Onnit Steel Maces. I'm a new fan of the KABUKI Shoulderok. They are similar in a couple regards, so let me kind of get them out so you get the idea of what I'm talking about. This is the KABUKI Strength Shoulderok. Essentially, it is a, what do you think? Is that about 4 feet? About a 4-foot staff? It's about a 4-foot long staff with an adjustable pin here at the top. This unscrews. I can take a plate, load it, and tighten it. Now this is a resistance adjustable variation of what you see here. This, by contrast, is an Onnit Steel Mace. Very functional, very incredible for off-balance training, really good for mobility drills, but very hard to adjust the weight. In fact, I'll go a step further. You can't adjust the weight. This is 7, this is 10, 15, 20, 25, 35, and that's it. Now for me, I didn't mind having all of these. They look very cool on the wall and I like a collection. But that being said, there is definitely a good argument to be made that having the Shoulderok that can be 7, 10, 20, 30, however high you want to go with this thing, you just keep loading plates on or taking plates off. This is a space saver in compared to all of this. Now, let's talk about the differences. Again, this is a this or that. So other than the space saving aspect, what is the functionality difference between these? So I'll put the 7 down and I'll get a bigger one just to make this fair. Let's grab the 15 here just to give a good representation. So I use the 15 when I do 360s, that's right here. And I use the Shoulderok for the 360s, which is primarily the biggest shoulder mobility movement that I have found for these. Really and truly for that one exercise alone, it's worth you getting a steel mace or a Shoulderok. Now, starting with what I just said, if you are only going to get one thing, get the Shoulderok. The Shoulderok is going to give you much more versatility. It's going to be a wider range of movements that you can do, and it is a bigger size staff. So the size difference of these does play a big factor when you're doing the 360s and really any type of movement. If I'm doing an off-balance training, like let's say I'm doing an off-balance lunge, and I've got this thing right here, and I'm coming down into a lunge, this is out in front of me by about 3 feet, 3.5. This is out in front of me by 4 feet, maybe 4 feet and another inch or so. This is going to be tougher. It's going to have a larger bandwidth of different exercises you can do as far as the difficulty lies because it's bigger by its actual mechanical design. Now, what category would I assign that the Onnit Steel Mace would win that the Shoulderok would not? The clearest answer for this, tire slams. Yes. In addition to all the mobility and all the offset training and everything that I do with these, the most common exercise I do with these is going to be your slams. I don't use a tire anymore. I actually use the AbMat crash cushion, which is perfect for these. But whatever it is you're hitting, if you are using these replace your sledgehammers, and they do so beautifully. This is a perfectly round and spherical surface. This isn't gonna have those odd edges. Anybody who's done any hammer work and hit a sledgehammer onto a tire, you know that if that head wobbles or twists, you're gonna shoot off in some weird direction. That ain't gonna happen with this. This is a perfectly round surface. It'll hit exactly the same way every single time. Now, by comparison, if I try to do that here with the Shoulderok, with this loaded up with a plate, this isn't meant to do this. This is not meant to be slammed with a plate attached to this to an object. It just isn't gonna work out for you. So then this is a good comparative analysis because it's not like one product is winning in every single category while the other one is just getting destroyed. No, they both have good uses. I honestly, if I were you, I would invest and get more than one. I would get a few of the maces. If you want to do some slams, figure out what your weight is, maybe measure your the hammer that you've been using. If you're using a sledgehammer, weigh it. Find out what it weighs. Get the mace that does the exact same equivalent amount of weight and use that instead. And then if you want to do shoulder exercises, just get the Shoulderok. That way you can adjust it. You can start with no weight, which honestly I recommend doing. Get familiar with this before you add any weight to it. And then you can start to counter. You can start to do 5, 10, 15. I don't go above 15 when I do the Shoulderok. 3 5-pound plates, that's more than enough for me. That being said, it's a great product. Both of them are. So hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or concerns, leave a comment below.